Well, today marks 2 weeks until Election Day, and California voters will head to the ballots or to the polls, and they'll be voting on 10 statewide ballot propositions. So tonight, a forum will focus on informing voters about those propositions, and we're so lucky to be joined this morning by Professor Mary Beth Moylan with the McGeorge School of Law at the University of the Pacific. Thanks for joining us. And what is the goal of the forum tonight?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on this morning. We're very excited about the California Initiative Forum. It's happening tonight at 5:30, and the focus is on the 10 ballot propositions, the statewide measures that all Californians are being asked to vote on. I teach a seminar class, and the students in the seminar study those initiatives. They do an objective and neutral analyses of each of the statewide propositions, and then they present to the public about them. So this is an opportunity to get the information about what the ballot measures would actually do, and not just from the sound bites that we see on the advertisements and the text messages from our phones.
Yeah, it's hard to decipher when you get so many pieces of mail about the different propositions, and you have read the voter's guide, and maybe you're not sure on just how to interpret that information. So how important is it for voters to have presentations just like this, where you're talking about, you know, that neutral information coming forward?
Yeah, I think it's so important. We entrust voters in California to be making laws. We're deciding about what the laws are that will govern us. And if we don't really understand, some of them are very complicated, by the way, right? They're pages and pages long, they're highly technical. And so it's really important, as we are passing laws that will govern all of us, that we actually know what those laws will do, what maybe some of the unintended consequences of those laws are, and also if there's likely to be litigation coming out of the passage of the laws. In other words, a lot of times these ballot measures get passed, but then they get challenged in court because they have some deficiency. So we talk about all of that at our forum, and I think it's vitally important that voters get the information they need. I tell my students that they are going to be very, very educated California voters this year, and that it's also their job to spread that message to other people, to their family, to their friends, but also to the public more generally.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you're touching on what the students are getting out of it. They are also getting so much more out of this presentation, I would imagine, just the ability to communicate what they've learned to the voters in the forum.
Yes, exactly. This is an opportunity for them to spread information and to really do a public presentation, which is not something that, you know, we often get a chance to do when we're studying and when we're students, but they are making a difference, and I'm very excited for them. So the forum tonight is both in person, and we will be live streaming it as well. We're doing an additional off-campus forum. These same students are going to come and do a show on the road downtown at the federal courthouse on Thursday from 12:15 to 1:30. So if people are working downtown, there's an opportunity to come and get the information over the lunch hour on Thursday as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Professor Mary Beth Moylan with the University of the Pacific, McGeorge School of Law. We appreciate your time here today, and what an important event you're hosting. Thanks.
Thanks so much.